Hello, and welcome to All Theory, No Practice's Let's Dissect of the Swapper. I'm your host, All Theory, No Practice. I have not really gotten to play this game before. I know very, very little about it. I just know it's a puzzle game where you clone yourself, and there's supposed to be some existential stuff in there, which kind of goes hand in hand with each other. But I gotta say, starting off, I'm already frustrated at this game, because there's a serious bug where it was crashing just by trying to start it. I'm having to run this off of compatibility mode on Steam because I hear that's a decent fix on all the forums I've checked. But the game's been out for a little over a year. This shouldn't be happening, especially since every forum I've checked where this is happening, there really isn't an answer. Apparently this is just something that hasn't been fixed yet, which is real disappointing to hear from a game that comes with such a high, not pedigree, but a high recommendation from so many different sources. But it's working for now, so we're gonna just sort of ride that lightning. Type your name. AllTheoryNoP, capital P. That's very important. Okay. Volume, good. Mouse sensitivity, okay. Subtitles, very important. I'm probably going to be talking over some of this. Can I go full screen? Because I know having it be full screen was part of the crash. I actually have no idea if you people are seeing this in full screen or not, because I had to start this in windowed mode because that was one of the fixes they suggested. I'm going to leave it off for now, and worst case scenario, I'll fix it later. Resolution is fine. VSync, I'm assuming, is fine. Also, alright, all looks good. Continue. Ooh. Okay, very blurry background. It started with stars, so that tells us probably something involving space? Seems kind of important. Very pretty piano music. Very thoughtful. Seems kind of melancholy, though, which sets a tone. We'll have to see if it continues with that theme. Probably will. Shut down. Oh, that's clever. Shut down instead of exit. That's actually a nice touch. Alright, so judging by the font, the background, and what I know, this game involves something involving a space station, I think? That's what I'm guessing. Definitely something futuristic because of the hyper-modern font, the fact that it says shut down, and the space imagery. This is all just stuff I'm gleaning off of what I've seen, which is kind of the point of this show. But anyway, begin. And I'm going to try not to talk over cutscenes, because the whole point is to experience this the way I'd be experiencing it if I were to be actually, like, reviewing this, you know, at home and supposed to write a review afterwards. It's just you guys get to watch me sort of form the review as I play. As we analyze and... what's the word? Dissect? Huh. I wonder if I should put that in the show somewhere. Okay, we've got this swelling orchestral music. By orchestral, I mean one tone on a synth. Yep, that looks like a space station. Research Station Theseus, planet Core I-5. Interesting. Called it! Oh. Oh, that looks bad for that guy. Escape pod. Except he doesn't want to escape? That's interesting. Huh. So we have a guy who doesn't seem happy about escaping. I'm just looking at the cinematography right now. I'm wondering if the fact that they did the rotation was supposed to be you know, foreshadowing something about your world getting turned upside down. I might be reading too much into that at the moment. We'll see. Because usually most foreshadowing is the type of thing where you have to check it when you come back. You can't really pick up on it the first time through. Because otherwise you're just speculating. Oh! Nice landing. Well done. Definitely me driving. That's a lie. I'm a good driver. Everyone thinks they're a good driver. I could be lying. Alright. So, immediately in A, D. Okay, mouse looks, because duh, and they have the nice light pointing you. Okay, what do we immediately see? Dark, gloomy landscape. Interesting little game design things where they have the ship and your light start off pointing you to the right, so that's immediately indicating where you're supposed to go, because as far as I can tell, if I'm right, yep, this is a wall back here, which is really pretty, but yeah, that's So the wall reinforces that, but they start you facing the right way, and the ship is pointing in that direction, which is really smart. I'm just playing with the lighting effects for now, sorry. One of the things I've seen in screenshots of this game is everything's done with this gorgeous... It doesn't show up right now, but it'll show up more in a bit, but this gorgeous, like, claymation almost, where everything looks like it's made out of clay, which is so cool. And I'm wondering if that's done to help give a sense of unreality to everything that's about to happen. I don't know, because I don't know what actually happens in this game. Also, so, the tutorial shows up when you're standing next to this, which is interesting. Interesting, but I should also point out that this game is clearly meant for... Well, not clearly meant. I'm getting ahead of myself. It just says A and D, which anyone who's used to the standard WASD keyboard layout immediately knows, oh, okay, so A and D moves you left and right. But anyone who would be new, like if this was the very first game you played... No, I suppose you'd experiment and come up with that. That's actually pretty obvious. Alright. Okay, we have a thing here. Is that a rock or a giant conch shell? Oh, that's interesting how the tutorial fades in and out, so I can have it half here. Press W to jump. Hold it to jump higher. Huh. I like my little guy. He looks like... He's reminding me of like a Micro Machines astronaut. Ooh, pretty. Oh, is that the station in the background? I don't know if you can see my little cursor, but... Oh, that's cool. Also... Oh, that's so cool. Move the mouse to look around. Okay, interesting. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, that's cool. They give you that prompt pretty much right when there's actually something to look at. But let's see, we have a really dark, gloomy background that's getting darker and foggier the farther we go, which is creating a very strong sense of impending peril and being lost and alone. And let's see, all we can hear is the wind and my own footsteps, which is... Very nice touch so far. Oh man, it's getting dark. Alright, let's walk towards the light, because very smart immediately creates a sense of safety and familiarity in this dark, foreboding landscape. Surrounded by spikes. Okay, maybe less safety and familiarity. That's interesting. It makes a noise and does a thing when you walk through it. I'm going to assume that's a checkpoint. What are you? Press E to call the lift. Oh, this game was made in Britain. Britain. I know there's other places that call it lift, but I'm just going to assume it's Britain. Ooh, and suddenly it's very bright. Site 24, interesting. So we're not the first ones here. Also, light pointing at the door. I wonder if I'm supposed to go there. Door opens automatically, very future-y.
Now entering Theseus Excavation Site 24 on planet Cori 5.
Cori 5, also...
All off-world transport via home teleport at base of installation. All finds property of the Sisyphus Project.
Interesting, so we've stumbled onto something called the Sisyphus Project. They claim anything you find. You're backing up my theory that this game was made in Britain because the British voice actor for that, when considering this is an indie game... Yeah. Considering this is an indie game... They probably just grabbed any voice actor they could. Probably like, Steve, janitor, you're voice acting something. Okay, so there's a thing up there, and there's a light pointing at it, which tells us we're supposed to go there, but there is no way I can get there. What are you? Are you a wall? You just... Yeah, you're a wall. So it's just funny to imagine that in real life of like, huh, I wonder if there's a wall. Whomp. Yup. Yup, that's a wall. Okay, so there's only one way to go. Stores teleport. Hold Q to display the map. Okay, we came from here. Unexplored hatch. Unexplored. Oh, that's nice that it tells you if it's explored or not. Also, I like that there's space and you can kind of see the planet's surface. That's really cool. Alright, so let's head in here. So I'm going to try and shut up during any cutscenes or anyone talking. Because again, this is supposed to be like a review, and normally if I were reviewing this, you know, I would just be sitting there experiencing all of it, so I'm going to kind of try and let that happen. If I decide to talk over it, it'll be in situations where I've decided I was already going to talk over it, even if I was by myself, which does happen. Or I have stopped caring about the story so thoroughly that that is my judgment of it, and I'm just going to talk over it. Alright, again, we have light being used in a fantastic way to always just point you in interesting ways, which is... It's a well-established trick in the game design industry of you use light to guide the player, because light is friendly and familiar, and also literally a spotlight. Okay, we got some cupboards. Ooh. I wonder if this item is important. Alright, we'll see ya. I kid. Do I have to jump? Try holding and releasing right mountain button in an open space. Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, game? Also, very interesting that I had to jump up there, which, again, imagine that in real life. That'd be weird. Oh, and now I've got my own spotlight. I'm going to assume that's kind of an aiming cursor. Open spaces. Alright, so if this creates something bad, I want it as far away from me as possible. Ooh! So this must be the cloning aspect. I'm gonna give him horrible stage fright from birth. He's gonna be born in the spotlight. Ta-da! Oh, he's doing what I'm doing. Oh, okay, so he moves... Oh, it's gonna be one of those guys... Hey, buddy. What's going on? Are we cuddle buddies now? Is that what this is? Alright. You get to be the big spoon. That's cool, so he just does what I do. Alright, Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I will name him Steve. Make physical contact with clones to reclaim them. Oh. I guess I reclaimed him? I guess that's what they're calling it these days? Alright. Oh, I see. So it's a pressure plate, and I... Yup. Cool. Can I just... Alright, experiment time. Let's see what happens if I just leave him. Bye, dude! I don't think I lost any clones for that. Make physical contact... can I cancel out of this? Nope. What happens if I... Oh, wow, I can make a lot of clones. Okay, I guess going through a door just automatically wipes them out, too. Okay. I wonder. Oh, that's creepy. They drop their own swapper. Oh, I can already see lots of ways that this story can go. Oh, and then the swapper disappears. Alright. But okay, that's a way to cancel out, is just spawn it on you. That's all glowy. I wonder why that's glowy. That's why it's glowy. Okay, so again, we have this light pointing up. Pointing out that this is kind of important. Again, pretty simple puzzle. Probably gonna eat those words. What the... Oh, I see. There's the lines matter, too. Oh, okay, so you can't just spawn wherever you want. You have to have a decent line of sight. Okay. And see, I have learned that just by paying attention. Kudos, game designer, so far. It's reminding me of Portal and how intuitive it is and how it teaches you just by playing. Okay, yep. If I jump, they jump. This guy stops on the same wall. Now we walk forward and absorb that guy, and everyone else vanishes. Alright. I'm liking this so far. I'm digging this. Oh my god. Okay, so I assume... Do I have him walk back? Oh, no, I see. Okay, I'm just going to use all my clones, because when they walk forward, they're going to get stuck on the stairs. I see. And it's going to open all these doors. Wait! What was... That was really stupid of me, but... Wait a minute. Did I just see what I thought I saw? So I drop him there, and it opens that. But if I do... Oh! So it slows down time, but it doesn't stop it. That's interesting. That's probably going to come up later. Oh, I wonder if they do that just to show that off right now. Because that's not relevant right now, but... Because, I mean, when those open doesn't matter, but... Oh, that's probably going to come up later. Oh, that's clever. Interesting. Yeah, you guys all stand there. Oh, what the fu- 4 clones can exist at the same time. Oh, did that message show up and I just ignored it? Did I solve the puzzle before that message showed up? Oh, so this did something earlier, and it did nothing at the time, but it wipes out all your clones. Interesting. Huh. You know, on an existential level, that kind of validates you as the real one every time. Like, there's never a doubt which of you is the clone. Especially since you pass through the first one and you don't vanish. Out of curiosity. Yeah, so the fake ones dissolve and you go through, but you're fine. Huh. So it's not as existentially terrifying as I thought it would be. Interesting. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, there's a thing about, teleportation and cloning where... Hang on. Body. Listen, we're grateful, but to be frank, half my team refused to be in the same room as one of those swapper devices. I hardly envisage their use becoming widespread enough to justify their security precautions you've had installed down here. Oh, well, makes sense. Speaking of, press F to toggle... Okay, cool. But, yeah, if you don't know what I'm...
Radio uplink available. Broadcast location, Mind Science Laboratory, Space Station Theseus.
What you're telling me isn't possible. Tell me who I just ejected into space.
Huh. Are they talking about me? Oh, God, I accidentally broke my dude's arms. That's cool. It's a map update. Okay, so... Oh, I see. So here's me. I'm this. There's my cursor, and there's... Okay, only 2 places left to go that I haven't been. Sorry, the game was interrupting me, because like I said, I don't want to talk during the cutscenes. So are they talking about me? Presumably, because I just got ejected into space and didn't seem happy about it. But anyway, there's this thing with, cloning and... Oh, another one of... Why would they have one there? Oh, I suppose if you fucked around and created clones on the elevator, or lift, as we are clearly in British space. There's a thing with... I'm going to stop for a second because I keep distracting myself. There's a thing with cloning and teleportation that if you look too hard into it, it doesn't really work, because the only way teleportation will work would be to, like, disassemble you and reassemble you on the other side. So functionally what it does is it kills you and creates a clone on the other side. And even if it went perfectly... Whoops. Well, we just learned some things. We learned that there is, fall damage, and you don't have to fall that far to die. Oh, and I was right, these are checkpoints. Okay. Interesting. Curious, can I... Oh, that was cool. I don't know if you saw, but I started to create a clone and it slowed down in midair. What happens? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, and I can't get back up there to test what I wanted to. I want to see what happens if you create one on the other side of the... You can just spawn them in there, but I don't know if you can create one through it. We'll have to test that. Sorry, distracted again. So it clones you and kills you, which means on the other side, even if things go well, no one else notices, but, like, your consciousness wouldn't necessarily transfer. And that's where you start getting into the weird philosophical debates of the soul, of, like, would that hop from clone to clone? But what it functionally turns into is you step into a teleporter and you're gone. You're dead. I mean, everyone else has you interacting, but you yourself, like, whatever it is that's you viewing the world and your experiences through your eyes, that's just gone. It would be the same as you just walk into a teleporter and die, and then something else comes out the other side. And this kind of cloning, I bet... that's the type of existential wonder I was expecting to come up in this story. Well... Can my clone go through? Oh, whoops. Cloned him a little too close. Can my clone go through that door? No. Huh. So it's kind of like... It's kind of like that episode of The Simpsons where Bart sells his soul and can't open up, automatic doors. Well, sudden moral agenda inside the Swapper. Clones don't have souls. Alright, problem solved, everyone. You can end that debate. The Swapper told me clones don't have souls. Oh, that's grim. Throw him to his death, and it's just, by the way, you have a clone back now. Alright. There's only one way we can go, and it's spotlit again. Ooh, this is foreboding. Oh, wow, it almost... Oh, there's a thing in the background. It's blinking at me. Hi! Almost looks like there's no... Oh, man, I keep expecting to walk through a hole in the ground, though that doesn't seem like this type of game. There's a thingy! Let's go get the thingy. So that's interesting. I can already tell I can't get back up there, but cloning me isn't going to help, so I have to assume... I think I know what this does, but we're going to find out. Yep. Create a clone. Ah. And the existential horror's back. Okay, now I know why it's called the Swapper. What's this thing? This thing's cool looking. There's, like, carvings on it. What are you? Are you a ship? You look cool. Are you an egg? Are you gonna hatch? Please don't hatch. Oh, there's actually a beam. Can you see that in slow-mo? Oh, that's cool. Pachoo! 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 Actually, it makes more of a... Wah, 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 wah. Oh, man. The game designer in me is already seeing all the implications of these kick-ass game mechanics of, like, spawn someone in midair, switch to them in midair, like, do things, and, like, chain the clones through midair, and stuff like that. I don't think my other clone is appreciating this quite the way I am. Oh, and suddenly I switched. And he's now making a thing. Yep, that's just backing up. Alright, so obvious answer to this puzzle. Alright, oh, that's cool, and it just follows more... I was right, this is a sort of aiming cursor. Bye, guys! Bye? Me? Am I still down there? Or am I me? Oh, this game already hurts my head. Stupid existential terror. Clawing at the corners of my soul and everything I know. Alright, so now... Where's the map? Okay, so there's nothing down there. Oh, that's cool. If I aim way down, it goes down. But that's interesting. I could go down there now, because presumably... Yep, because I don't take the fall damage. That's cool. Also, because there's nothing down here, I have to... Whoops! Oh, I would be screaming if that happened in real life. Anyway, I have to assume this empty space is down here just for you to test that and, like, preemptively teach you that you can use that to prevent yourself from dying off of fall damage. Oh, and you can move while you're like this. It's just really, really slow. Do 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 do. Sorry, that's an obvious joke. But anyway, yeah. So I have to assume this is down here just to teach you that, which explains why all the lights, including the one up there, all the lights are pointed up to say, hey, there's nothing down here. Look up there. And also, this one's pointed at the door, as we saw previously. It's really cool. Really smart design so far. Bye, me. Alright, there's a spotlight up there, pointing down here. Alright, so I guess now the game begins in earnest, unless there's more. Clones can't be created inside blue light. Oh. What do you know? The game isn't lying to me. Oh, wait. That was weird. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I just heard a weird, like, doop sound in my headphones. Oh, it might just be background noise. Sorry, it was so specific, it seemed like it was something else. Alright, so... Okay, so yeah, we do that, and it turns off the light. So... Oh, okay, I see. Now we create someone over here, swap. You can... Oh! That's interesting. So you can't create them in blue light, but you can create them through blue light. And if I move... That'll do nothing? Yeah, okay, so the clones can exist, they just can't be created. Alright. Yeah, this is really... I'm getting a Portal vibe off of this, not off of the puzzles themselves, but off of the way the game teaches you. The way it demonstrates all of its stuff and still lets you kind of figure it all out. Also, right here is a great show-off of that, or I should say showcase of that clay art style, which has been... I mean, it's been here this whole time, but that looks... I love this game's aesthetic. Gives it, like I said, it gives everything a weird sort of unreality. It's almost like you're playing with clay figures. Red light blocks swapper rays. No, it doesn't. I can create... Oh, swapper ray. Oh. Oh, clones can touch each other. That's interesting. Oh. That looks really cool. Sorry, I'm having fun playing with things I'm not supposed to be playing with. That's interesting. Okay, but it doesn't block clone rays. So one blocks clone, one blocks swapper. Interesting. Achoo! Alright, thanks everyone. Well done. Medals all around. I accidentally killed one of you. He will be missed. I need a security orb. I've been planetside for weeks. I cannot get clearance back to Theseus. Help me out. I can't. I want to see my husband as much as you do yours. That's interesting how that name is gender ambiguous, so that has different implications depending on what gender you read that as. I immediately assumed male, but not everyone would. Interdasting. Alright. I wonder if I'm one of those people. Well, who was it, Sam and Kim? I wonder if I'm Sam and or Kim. I heard a female voice earlier, presumably that's Kim. Oh boy, all the red light. Alright, so I can't swap from here. Oh, that fall isn't enough to kill me. Oh, I see what they've done. Yep. Cannot go back. The official... Wow. Hero's journey moment here. The point of no return. There's no way I could go back there. That's interesting. I wonder if it's actually like red light, like the color spectrum is blocking it, or if it's a representation of there's something in the air like that just shows up red. Alright, so you open this door, which is spotlit. Oh, that's fat.
The ship I came here in is fried. I have a rescue team on the way. They'll be here in a day's time. Why not? There must be something we can...
On a side note, I hate when games do this. I know Grand Theft Auto's really bad about it. They got a little better about it, but they're really bad. Alright, so the dialogue started here. In the time it would have taken me to just walk from there to this door, I would have skipped some of that, assuming the dialogue cuts off when you go through the door. Pretty safe assumption to make. But that's really frustrating why are you putting in the dialogue when you know how long it takes us to get from point A to point B? So I end up having to just stand there, purposely just not doing anything to listen to the rest of the cutscene. That's really, really annoying. I know Jim Sterling mentioned something about that in I think it was one of his panel appearances, where he hates when games waste your time, and that's an example. I'm not that frustrated, it's just, I've become aware of that kind of thing. Also, I should give full credit, the sound design's amazing in this game. The doors sliding open have this great grating sound, but they sound clean. It's not the usual hydraulic noise, which I like. There's this great sort of wet, sticky noise whenever you walk, which helps with the clay feeling of you're in somewhere organic. You're like, at no point have I felt like I'm in a real machine location. I'm gonna have to double check if I step on something metal if it makes a different sound. Also, the sound effects of it's almost like a camera shutter, but softer. Just everything has its own unique sound, which is really cool. I like the really low-tech elevators. They're not like hydraulics or any, or grav lifts or anything. It's nope, there's a gear in here that's just grinding away. Teleport? Well, last time I saw a teleport, I got a swapper. Dig Site B. Where's my map? There's actually only one way to go. Yeah, this is caved in. And there's still only one way to go. We're probably not going to the border of Mexico. Alright. Oh, camera zoomed out. That's not me. Oh, that looks imposing. That looks like a mouth. I'm not getting in the mouth. Is this a trick? Are you tricking me into the mouth? Is this the end of the game? Are the credits about to roll? Clone, test it out for me. Well, either it doesn't like clones or it's completely safe. Aha! Teleport offline. Oh, you're like a Stargate thing. Doesn't mean you're not a mouth, and I still don't trust you. We've already mentioned teleporting is dangerous. So is swapping clones and your existential identity. One more encryption orb is required to access the teleport activation console. That must have been what they were talking about earlier. Map update. Cool. We're going to go through this door, and we're going to end the episode right there. 'Cause seems like a good place. Alright, we've gone through the tutorial, and so far it's frankly kind of stellar. I'm liking where this is going. But yeah, I'll end the episode there, and I will rejoin you whenever this next episode airs. Depends on if you're watching this in a playlist or from day to day. I'm not going to judge. I don't care what your schedule is, just, you know, up to you, whether you're responsibly binge-watching or just doling out portions of each day. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.